Howdy guys, and welcome back to Albert Engel's Pro Korean Pro Cycling Manager 2024. We are 3 stages in Tirreno, Adriatico. I'm trying to say it right. I should have listened to a YouTube pronunciation before this so I can start to pronounce my races correctly. Watch this space. Next episode, we're going to be saying the names of races a little bit better. I'm going to start watching YouTube before we jump in, I reckon. This episode, we're all about wrapping up the Tirreno. So we have we have 2 hilly stages to go and a 10k TT, which we're hoping we can maybe weather a little bit of time lost to Pogacar, because Albert, unfortunately, is still a bit under the weather. But let us get into stage 4. Ooh, apparently that's a HC climb. Must be very steep for such a short climb to be a HC. The Cappuccini. Pretty cool climb. Hopefully it's like the coffee, nice and chocolatey. But let's get into this stage. All right, and here we are on the start line. Albert holding onto that blue jersey, the leader's jersey for the Tirreno. Unfortunately, he's still a bit under the weather on a -1 day. A bit of a sniffle still lingering around, as the game calls it, literally a bit of a sniffle. Only a -1 day though for the effects of it, so nothing too horrible. Hopefully we can get through this with not much time lost. Looks like Sobrero. What is Sobrero's strategy today? He's on free elements, so maybe he's going to go on the breakaway. No, sorry. He's the sprinter for today. Interesting. I wouldn't have thought we would have a sprinter on a stage like this, but maybe Sobrero is that guy. All right, we're going to jump a little bit more forward whilst all these riders try and get their way off the front, and we'll catch you up. Is that? Oh, that's Unobat. Cool. We'll catch you guys up shortly. All right, here we are. Peloton has settled down. We've got Kemna relaying as well in the chase with a few other teams. Alpecin, Lotto, Arkea, UAE are all interested. Ricard's up there actually relaying for him. He's a very strong, not puncher, but more of a roller, I guess you could say. Albert's slipping a little bit more backwards. Seems like the pace has decided to ramp a little bit, but we have 5 riders in the breakaway. Bob Youngles would be the most notable, although he's in the twilight of his career, so not exactly as notable as he once was. But yeah, that's mostly it. Nothing too major. They give him 5 minutes 20, 5 minutes 30 around maximum. We're going to jump all the way into what is a very spicy finale. We'll catch you up though. If anything kind of major happens, if you don't see from me, typically that means nothing crazy has happened. All right, we'll catch you guys shortly. All right, the Peloton has definitely decided to ramp quite a lot into this next category 1 climb. The good luck pronouncing that climb. Yeah, pretty steep on this one too. We're gonna have to adjust Albert's effort just to make sure it doesn't get too far behind. Looks like Pogacar's putting out quite a bit of effort to stay up the front as well, so that's good news for us. We're up and over that climb. Bob Youngles is attacking up front to try and collect some KOM points. Looks like that's the first one of the stage he's managed to grab, so he's moving his way slowly up the KOM charts. All right, we have a couple HCs coming up, so we'll catch you guys when we are on those slopes. All right, we are just about on the lead in now. We're around 9k out. We're going to think about a bit of a sprint train, and looking at it, I think Vlasov can actually sit on our wheel. Oh, great. Both of these riders are too far back. Well, you can try and have his wheel, and then for now we'll just keep Albert here. If these guys manage to get onto Albert's wheel, terrific. If not, we're just gonna have to play it out a little bit. Oh, okay, here they are. They've managed to make it. Sobrero's here as well, which is great. We obviously can't use him. He's our designated sprinter today, which is a bit annoying, but it is what it is. So we're gonna take Vlasov's wheel, are we? Or we're gonna take Aliotti? Alotti it is, I've decided. Then Vlasov, then Maximilian Sushman. He hasn't managed to actually make it up here, which is horrible. I really wish he actually made it up here. Okay. You can sit on Albert instead, and then Vlasov is going to go effort 83-ish for now. We'll do, I think. Although we got some riders attacking Zana. Very interested on the front there. Got Navaris is floating around as well. Wow, I'm about to go through the sprint point actually. I've got a couple of riders interested in grabbing sprint points there. I think that was Parasini, one of the riders. Maybe he's just surviving from the breakaway, I think, actually. All right, so Vlasov is riding through. He's got Alotti on his wheel. Albert's looking pretty decent. And you can see this road is about to go skywards very quickly. Have we got Satchman managing to make his way up here? Not just yet. Although he is here, he is losing energy rapidly to get Albert's wheel, which is unfortunate. But Vlasov's looking very good on these early slopes. We want him to get over it at least once for the team. He's looking good though on the front, I gotta say. Vamash there is riding incredibly strong on the front as well. Oh, he's actually attacking, that's why. Okay. Vlasov will get that back together, I'm sure. Oh, it's split over the top. We've got 7 riders here. Oh, it's yeah, dribs and drabs everywhere. It's all over the road. All right, we've got to go descend the cappuccino so we can go and ascend the other side. Is it? I don't know. I don't know which side we actually go up here. But it's time to go all out with Vlasov, I think. We're looking in a tidy position with Albert here. Well, the Bora boys are doing a really good job. Yeah, okay, it's splitting again. Perfect. Keep going with Vlasov. He's looking very strong. Yeah, this is going very well. So Vlasov's looking really good. He's about done. Get around this corner, and then next will be a Lottie into this climb. Take the gel with Albert. Satchman's on the wheel. He'll lose the wheel eventually. A Lottie's looking really, really good. And now it's time to attack with Albert. Gregory's going as well, actually. That's okay. We're going to go effort 99 with Albert now. We've got 3, 4 riders trying to grab his wheel if they can, but they can't quite. It's Albanese back there. We've got Van Gils is crossing to him. Seems Van Gils still has a bit of energy. Oh, he's got quite a bit of red bar still. All right, so it's Engel over the top in first place. Onto the descent here. It's a bit of a wild descent, which that means one thing for Albert. We're going to take risks. Come on, Albert. Let's see what you can do down this descent. He's gapped Van Gils. That's the good news. 3K to go. He's looking pretty good here. This is going pretty well. Okay, there's Milano getting lapped, I think. Yeah, this is going well. Come on, Albert. Hold on. Just hold on. Okay, get around that corner. Perfect. And open your sprint as well. We're under a K to go here. Up a little wall. But it's 21 seconds there. It's only a very small group chasing with Van Gils and Gregory back there. Yeah, that is a terrific win. Good ride by Bora as well. I've got to say, Red Bull Bora has done a terrific job. There's Pogacar coming in. So the sniffles didn't hold Engel back whatsoever. Maxime Van Gils in second, Roman Gregory there in third. We had the youngster from Italy riding for Movistar, Lorenzo Malessi there in fourth. Tadej only managing fifth, so it's blood struck first by Albert in Tirreno over Pogacar. All right, and here's our podiums. The stage win for Albert, 18 seconds in the end over Van Gils and Gregory. On GC, it's out to 56-second lead now on Tadej. Van Wilder moving up into third, Van Gils into fourth, and Max Poole there into fifth. It is best climber to Albert with a HC there in the finale. Points class to Albert as well as young rider. And is it? It is. It's team class as well. Is it another clean sweep on the cards for the Bora team? Hopefully. All right. Stage 5 loading. All right, and here we are at stage 5. It's another hilly one with what looks like essentially a finishing circuit, finishing up the Racanati climb. Unfortunately, Albert is still battling a case of the sniffles, but it definitely didn't hold him back in the last stage. So maybe another stage win on the cards. Let's get in and find out. Okay, and here we are on the start line. We are looking to defend our lead, although it's in a very strong position at the moment. We could afford to, but we're not going to try to lose. A little bit of time to Pogacar today. Oh, Magnus Cort's entering the break. One of our old teammates from Uno X. Quite a few riders actually attacking there over the top, if I could find my mouse. Yeah, quite a lot of riders interested in this breakaway today. We better adjust the effort with Albert just so he doesn't fall too far backwards. We'll jump forwards a little bit. I'm sure the peloton's going to try and chase this down though. No, they're not. Okay. We're going to give 8 riders an advantage today. Just take a bit of a look. Any big names? Callum Scottson's in there. Magnus Cort, obviously one of our old teammates. Molberger's a pretty punchy climber. Shamig as well. I think I remember him causing us a bit of grief earlier on in Albert's career. And De Vries from Unibet as well. All right. We will fast forward all the way through to this finishing circuit unless something exciting happens. All right. We just went over, I think, the last climb before we enter the finishing circuit. So we're commencing the descent down into town now. And then we start the ascent up the what is it? The Recanati, something like that. Ooh, have a look at it too. That is a wall that we need to go up here. Albert's a little bit out of position, but not too bad, to be honest. I don't mind riding a little bit further back and conserving some energy. We're still 60 Ks to go. That EB has 3 minutes on the break, on the peloton at the moment, but it is looking like it'll come back, I would say. Oh, it's split up that climb. Sachman, Vlasov, and Rota all on the wrong side of it. Up their back now, which is good. Kemner's up here still protecting us. That is great news, but he's finding the pace pretty hot, and it is actually going pretty hard at the front at the moment. We'll have to sit around 82 for Albert to make sure he doesn't lose contact, but he is looking pretty good. Obviously, still got the sniffles, bit of a sniffle. Can't believe the game calls it that. Max Poole sitting next to him at the moment. Oh, on the wrong rider. But yeah, Albert is looking pretty good. Okay, that is another ascent dealt with. We're sitting on 4x still at the moment, just whilst we get through this action, or a bit closer to the action. All right, now we're having to sit on 87 actually, and it's still probably not quite enough. You got Pogacar is looking pretty strong. He's floating in the top half of the wheels there. There he is. All right, I'd say Albert's actually doing a little bit better than him. Okay, we have what is essentially the final lap, or the bell lap is what we're coming up to now. Under that K to go, and then we need to go up this massive wall. So a minute to that early breakaway. I didn't realize Ben Hermans was in that breakaway. Huh, that's a throwback. Got Alotti there is pacing the pack very hard, maybe too hard. He's split the pack. Yeah, he has. He has split the pack. But I had to sit up a little bit, perhaps. Got Carapaz and Bassati there as well. But yeah, only a minute 20 to that early breakaway. We're under 20k to go. They might hold on, if I'm honest. We might grab a Lottie's wheel pretty soon. There's only 25 riders in this front split currently. Scroll to the back and just take a look. Yeah, okay, that's definitely a split. Vlasov unfortunately missed it. Kemner, he did a good day protecting Albert, I guess. All right, so we've got a Lottie's wheel. We've got 12k to go, and it's a minute 18 to the early breakaway. I think I would rather... Okay, there we go. We've got Tish Benut, Felix Gal, who is at Ineos now. I didn't realize. I probably called that out already. Pilazari, and obviously I already said it, but Tish Benut moving on the front. So we're going to grab a Lottie's wheel. He did a ripper job last stage for us, and we'll set him on 99 because Pogacar's attacking as well. All right, come on, Alotti. Hold that That's perfect. Great. Ride these riders down as well. Awesome riding by Lottie here. That is only three. We're actually away. So it's Benu. Oh no, it's Christophe Laporte chasing very hard for Ulja Brooks. Try and get back on terms. We've only got 20 seconds to early breakaway, and Alotti is still doing such a strong job. The good news is we do have a descent coming up, so we hopefully can ride him or use him a bit longer yet, and we can. That's perfect. Under the K to go, or 4K to go. That's actually the 5K banner. So we can adjust probably back to 89 now for a Lottie. There we are. We're catching those last two riders. Is that Ulsbrooks? It is. So we're going to have to use... There we go. Perfect. Good job. A Lottie. Maybe we'll launch his sprint now. Just use the very last of him and launch with Albert now. Over the top. Pogacar's going to react. I think he's going to have us. He's got a lot of red still. Albert's looking good, but he's out of red. That's the bad news. And we're under 2K to go. So I don't know why I started sprinting. That was a mistake. Yeah, Pogacar's going to roll us easily, isn't he? I can sense it. He's just waiting. He's biding his time. Albert might hold on. I think he's left it too long. Nah, okay. Pogacar gets round two of the fight in this episode. But at the same time with Pogacar and quite a big gap on the rest of the riders, that is a pretty happy result for Albert, I got to say. All right, let's get to some podiums. All right, yeah, so Pogacar just wheel sat us in that finale, but that's okay. We lost no time to him. He did obviously get a couple bonus seconds, so it's 52 seconds now, not 56. But that is still good news. All right, best climbers with Albert. Best points classes with Albert, young riders with Albert, and Bora are massively up on team class. I don't know how. Oh, because Sobrero was in that group, right? So yeah, we've held on pretty well. Is Alotti riding pretty high on GC? Okay, he's in 20th, not too bad. All right, let's get stage 6 going. All right, and stage 6 is a flat stage. Good news is Albert's actually over his illness. He's feeling pretty good, 94% fitness. I think we're timing this run into the classic season pretty well. I'm feeling confident, if I'm honest. I don't know how it'll go. Albert hasn't targeted the Flemish classics before, but certainly the Ardennes classics are hugely up his alley. All right, into the stage we are. And we got Albert on a +1 day. That is amazing to see. He might be able to get active in the sprint. We might give it a crack. All right, so we'll get Kemner to protect him and we'll jump forward quite a ways. We'll just see who forms in the EB and then we'll probably catch you guys at the formation of the sprint finish. All right, and that is the EB formed. It's 4 minutes up the road. Fredheim, Huens, and Kramer up there. Fredheim is one of Albert's former teammates. All right, we'll catch you guys on the run into this finish, unless something exciting happens. Oh, unfortunately, Alotti having a crash there, and he's had to he's had to withdraw. That is horrible. I hope he's okay. He's been hugely reliable. He's a rider actually I want in the Flemish classics. Not Flemish, sorry, the Ardennes classics. So hopefully he's not horribly injured. We're definitely going to want him in those races. Okay, well, we'll carry on to the finish and maybe we can bag a result for a Lottie. All right, we are not too far from the finish. We have Rotter going backwards. Vlasov's looking pretty good. We just got to kind of assess what I want. I think Sobrero is the obvious shout, and we got Kemner here as well. Just do this quickly, actually. Who wasn't too far back? Okay, so we're gonna go Albert onto Sobrero, onto Rota, onto Kemner, and then Vlasov is here as well, so that's good. Maybe we actually slot... kind of just rethinking this order. Let's do it that it's really did not like that. Okay. All right. I need to learn how to organize these things. So can I not just go boom like that? And then, yeah, perfect. And then I could go Sobrero. I want on Vlasov. Yeah, great. Vlasov onto Kemna. Kemna onto Rota. And then Satchman can get on Albert's wheel. Rota's going to lead us for now. I think 87's not a bad shout. Hopefully that's enough to ride through a bit of the mess here. Not quite enough. 95 is though. Perfect. He can take us pretty deep with that kind of effort. We can wind it back a little bit even. Perfect. Okay, so we got Sobrero in front, Vlasov in front of him, Kemna, and then Rota rely on. We're under 10k to go. There's Maximilian Sachmon. He might be able to get in front of Kemna, I think is not a bad shout. All right, Rota's going pretty well here. It looks like the Archaea boys are interested in getting their man up, which is Thibaut Nice, the Belgian fast man, former cyclocross man as well. It's time to go all out with our train now, though. I think 99. All right, Rota's almost done. It is time for Kemna with 6.4k to go. Rota's going to get out of the way. Perfect. Out we go. Perfect. Okay. Kemna's looking very strong at the front. Unfortunately, it looks like Vlasov managed to lose the wheel. But Kemna's doing a very strong job here on his own at the moment. All right, Satchman, your turn next. Kemna just needs to get all the way out of the way for now. Perfect. And we could start the sprint with Satchman even. Perfect. Go deep with Satchman. And now go with Vlasov next. Take the gel with Albert. Be prepared with Sobrero. Okay, with Sobrero now. And then Albert off his wheel underneath. It's going to be a stage win, I think. That is looking close. I think it's just enough. It is. What a stage win. We did it. We wanted to do it for a Lottie. I felt horrible when I saw him crash. He's been so reliable in this tour. So to get a win there with him out on the day over riders like Olav Kuj, Arnaud Dali, Kopecky was up there, Wellsford, our old teammate as well. Funnily enough, we actually was at Bora, used to be. Mads Pedersen as well. Yeah, so quite a good result for the team. That was huge. And yeah, an impeccable lead out. They did very, very well. All right, let's see the podiums before we get into the last stage. All right, and another stage win for Albert. So he gets the time back on Tadej and increases it actually out to a minute 2 now ahead of that final TT. Points Classic extends. KOM stays the same. Points Classic extends. Young Rider he extended in, and Bora still lead that team class. All right, let's get some time trial action. That is Albert's favorite discipline. And here it is, a 10k TT around San Benedetto de Tronto. We will fast forward through everybody till Albert's rolling down the start ramp, I think, as usual in our time trials. And here we are with Albert ready to start his time trial. We have Sobrero still out on the course. I'm going to set Albert on an 86, I think. We'll just kind of watch how that reacts with the red. I think it's okay. It's about the right number. Might have to move it down to 85 at some point just to get enough back in the bank of red. Maybe not. Might actually move it up to 87 as we get into the final K. All right, so in terms of what's going on, we have Ethan Hayter. Oh, but Magnus Sheffield now actually has come through to lead that final checkpoint. Albert's in second at the moment. We're just watching that red. It's a bit of a tricky... oh, this is the classic Tirreno finish, actually. It's just a literal out and back. Not out and back on the same road, but out and back and then finishes just next to itself. All right, so we see Tadej only going under the kite now. We're going to up it to 87 as we go under the kite. Perfect. We're going to actually pause it for that. Oh, I mistimed the pause. We're going to up it to 88. I think that's just about right. Oh, it just is. Was it enough for the win? A second difference to Magnus Sheffield, the American from Ineos. So splitting the two Ineos riders, Van Wilder in fourth, Tadej not even in the top 10. So it is a GC win for Albert, a minute 31 over Tadej in the end. So looking very good for the tour. It's the best climber for today, Albert. It is points class as well, and young rider with a team class win. So it's a Bora sweep of the results and 3 stage wins in the end at Tirreno. Huge result, and it's also going to mean we tick over to level 26. So that is another skill point in the bag. Let's swap over to skill point, and we're going to increase fitness peak to 5 consecutive targets now. So if we go to training, does that mean I can literally put in like heaps of these? Or I don't understand how that works, if I'm honest. Can I put an A in there? Oh, right. So I could have it so we're peaking throughout the tour. Oh, that's really good. Yeah, I'll be doing that. Perfect. Can I move this so I can have a B target just after the Volta? I think I can, but I just need to wait a bit till it moves a bit more forward. Let's just check everything looks great here. It does. Please copy to active week. Oh, you can't because that's right, because it's our fitness peak week. We'll do copy that though. Yeah, perfect. Great. All right. So that is that all updated. We've applied our skill points so we can have extended fitness peaks, which is terrific. I love that. We're already at 94% fitness, and in next episode, we're going to be taking on San Remo, which we did only manage second in last season. So we're trying to win it this year. All right. That's been it for this episode, guys. Peace out.